Hey superstar, I'm Latoya Cooper, your brand strategist, elevating women entrepreneurs into iconic powerhouses that drive big profits. Buckle up. I am really excited and I'm very grateful because I have received my second video request here on this particular YouTube channel that is evolving and elevating and changing and allowing ourselves to morph into what we are meant to morph into and embracing that. So the first video request that I received was how to manifest the love of your life, because I help someone manifest love. The second video request that I received was about getting over the fear of pissing people off and how you can actually apply that into your life. Here's the deal. Very successful entrepreneurs have one thing in common. This one thing makes a huge difference, and it is the moment when they get this. It's the moment that they have a complete shift in their business. That is getting over the fear of pissing people off. Statistics have shown that men tend to have businesses that they launch into success faster. It takes women longer. Why does it take women longer? Because men, they have in society space to get over the fear of pissing people off. And society just lets them do that. There's no expectation around not doing that. Women are different. We're socialized to think about everybody else, to consider everybody else's feelings. Because of this, it takes us longer to get to a space in our businesses where success starts to generate. However, once we have this breakthrough, women's businesses tend to make more money and have longevity. The moment I got over the fear of pissing people off, my life changed. The moment I got over the fear of pissing people off, my business changed. I kid you not. It was like 30 days after I had this breakthrough that I saw a complete shift in my business. I went from having a very difficult time with getting clients and getting clients that actually paid my rate to within 30 days, not only getting clients and having like nonstop flow of inquiries to clients who were glad and joyful in paying my rates. Because I got over the fear of pissing people off. I got over the fear of what anybody thought about me. I got over the fear of what anybody thought about my business. I didn't care about what anybody had to say about what I had to say. I didn't care. As women, we are socially conditioned to people please, to put everybody else before us, to give versus to receive. And we are praised when we give versus receiving, and we're shamed when we receive versus giving. There's a bunch of sea lions down there. See them? They're all sleeping and resting in that beautiful water. Letting go of people pleasing does require us to show up different, and it's going to change our relationships. It's going to change how people show up in our lives, how people interact with us in our lives. And this is very difficult for a lot of people. Why is this difficult? Because oftentimes we don't even realize that we're doing it until we realize that we're doing it. And there's this fear of letting people down. There's this fear of people being angry. There's a fear of letting go of people. When you get over the fear of pissing people off, there's a couple of things that happen. One, you are no longer a people pleaser. You realize that putting the needs that you have in for your customer or your family, etc., are way more important than what external people think, people who don't pay your bills. And I find that one of the first things that people will say is when they're making a decision within their business is they will immediately reference outside sources. Well, so-and-so said this, or people are going to think this. You never hear women who are very successful in business even reference anything like this, because they have gotten to the point where they realize that what other people think does not matter. They have to make the best decision that they know to make in that moment for themselves, for the business, the health of the business, and for their customer base, their employees, their family, etc. They have to get over the fear of pissing people off. So, one, you are no longer people pleasing. You're making decisions that are in the best interest of you. We're not putting everybody else's needs first. We are allowing our needs to be met, and we are considering what is best for us and for our customer before we consider what anybody else is gonna think. Ooh, this feels so good. Oh my God. Getting over the fear of pissing people off is required in order to be fully seen. To be seen from head to toe. Okay, if you go and you study your most successful creators, you will notice something that they have in common, in that they always show their full body. Most of them always show their full body. They're not afraid to be fully seen from head to toe. And they're comfortable in that. And the moment that you become comfortable in being fully seen for who you are in all of your ways, fully seen inside and out, you allow yourself to be fully seen in all of your ways, authentically seen. You allow yourself to be fully, authentically seen. Oh, I have to touch a tree. I haven't touched a tree in a week, and I believe that's why I've had an attitude. I truly believe it. I got to get up in these woods and I got to touch these trees. Let me tell you. You allow yourself to be fully seen because you don't care what people think. You're over the fear of pissing people off. You express yourself fully. You express yourself. You express what's on your mind. You speak your mind, and you don't hold back in that way. You honor how you're feeling. You honor what needs to be said and shared. You understand how important this is in effective communication, relationships, the health of your body, etc. You fully express yourself. You see people kind of singing in public. I'm singing in public. I'm dancing in public. You know, people that you see that do those things, you think, oh, they're kind of weird, but then you also admire them. They don't care what anybody thinks about them. They're over the fear of pissing people off. So therefore, they can be electrifying. They can be magnetic because of those things. Pine Ridge Trail. No, I don't want Pine Ridge Trail. These are two separate trails. I hope that this takes me in the right direction. Getting over the fear of pissing people off not only empowers us, empowers you, it empowers other people as well, because other people are expecting us as business owners to be advocates. So when you share openly and express your opinions, your thoughts that are in the best interest of your brand and business, you are an advocate for other people who are not able to share or communicate or don't have the right words or a platform to share exactly what you are sharing, that they need to hear, that they need someone to be a voice for them. So when you hold back and you are afraid of pissing people off, you are ultimately not only holding back yourself, but you're holding back your customer as well. This is why people like Trump do so well. He comfortably and confidently allows himself to be an advocate for people that are thinking and feeling the same way that he is feeling, and he confidently expresses this. Now, a lot of people don't agree with him, but he doesn't care. He confidently doesn't care about pissing people off, and he shares what needs to be shared based on his perspective or whatever. Doesn't matter whether you agree with him or not. That's what he does, and a lot of people resonate with that because they're feeling the same way, and he is a voice, he is an advocate for how they're feeling. This is why he's successful, and this is why he will always be successful. You will always be successful when you are over the fear of pissing people off so that you can be authentically yourself. Now, does he use his authenticity in the best way? No, not always. But here's the thing, authenticity is not associated with wrong or right. Authenticity has nothing to do with good or bad, wrong or right, based on your definition of what those things are. Let's talk about that, because who defines what good and bad is, wrong or right is? That's a whole nother conversation. But if you are authentically yourself, it doesn't matter what you do. If you are authentically yourself, in that moment, you are vibrating on high vibration and high frequency. And this is why he is able to get away with a lot of things, because he is always authentically himself. He always doesn't care about pissing people off. And this is why he's successful. Getting over the fear of pissing people off does not mean you are mean to people. That's not what that means. It means being authentically yourself at the end of the day. Honoring yourself at the end of the day. Honoring the higher version of you, the highest version of you, the iconic version of you. What would the iconic version of you do right now? That right there is the answer. And more than likely, It is an answer that requires you to be completely over the fear of pissing people off. Until you are ready and comfortable with pissing people off, you can't really walk in the iconic version of yourself. You're not ready to be an icon until you can get over the fear of pissing people off. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm Latoya Cooper, your brand strategist, elevating women entrepreneurs into iconic powerhouses that drive big profits. If you have a video request, let me know in the comments. I would love to film a video and some content around subjects involving becoming the iconic version of you. Love you, superstar. Have a great day.